Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Gavin John Johnson here, and I'm in Geoff Ong's beautiful sheep ranch in Texas. Excellent weather. I'm excited to be here. I've got the man Geoff Ong himself. We've got an exclusive interview. Geoff Ong, thank you for having us here.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure to have you here, man. Gavin John Johnson, that's an interesting name. I'm Geoff Ong. Pleasure to meet you, man. Pleasure to meet you.
Mate, it's a pleasure to meet you too. Now let's get straight onto it, shall we? You've been hailed as one of the most creative men of our generation. Your music has changed the world. Tell us, Geoff, what are the main attributes to your creativity and songwriting?
I mean, in terms of the attributes towards my talent, I mean, like, all of my attributes are, from this, really phenomenal place, I mean, like, growing up, like, I realized that I was born with perfect pitch. I think that's the biggest one. I mean, I'm ridiculously good looking, and I also, I'm an amazing lover in bed as well, but, like, I think the biggest thing for me was my perfect pitch talent, and if you don't know what perfect pitch is, it's like this deep inherent connection with music. So, there's music and there's Geoff Ong, and there's just no difference, right? So just to demonstrate this to you, in fact, let's have a demonstration here. Why don't you sing me a tune, and I'll tell you what key it's in.
All right, I'll give it a crack. I'm not the best singer, so apologies. This is a favorite tune of mine by yours. Let's see. All that I can see is you.
Oh, well done. That was very good. That was actually in the key of C flat major 7.
Wow. That's very impressive. Wow. All right. So on to a bit of a controversial topic now. So let's talk about your recent transformation. Michael Jackson did it, and now you seem to have taken it to the next level and have gotten everybody talking about it. Tell us a bit about that, Geoff.
Well, I mean, Michael Jackson, he definitely influenced my decision to do this, and I mean, I started off as an Asian person and wanted to become a black person. And if you think about Michael Jackson, what made him the king of pop? And it wasn't his music. Because if you think about it objectively, especially with regards, in comparison to my own music, his music ain't that great. It's not that great. And really, what made him the king of pop was the fact that he was once this black person, and then he became a white person. And for me, being an Asian person and turning into a black person, it connected the world. Being able to see the world through the eyes of an Asian person while being a black person has been phenomenal. It's really pushed the boundaries of just how I see things. It's on record. It's historical fact that it stopped wars.
Incredible. All right, Geoff, on to the next question. Tell us about your roots. Tell us about your homeland of New Zealand.
New Zealand? I don't know what you're talking about. New Zealand? Where'd you hear that? Where'd you hear that? Misinformation. I'm not from New Zealand, buddy. I'm Boston, okay? I'm from Boston, born and bred in motherfucking Boston, okay? Where did you hear I was in New Zealand?
Wikipedia, I think.
Wikipedia. You're from a news source, and you're quoting Wikipedia, alright? You can't cite f***ing Wikipedia, man. Get your shit right. This is the problem that I have with you media.
Geoff Ong decided to show us around his really expensive sheep ranch.
Welcome. This is my sheep ranch. Well, some would call it a sheep ranch. Some would call it a farm estate. I prefer the term kingdom. With, of course, Geoff Ong being the king of that kingdom. Geoff Ong being me. Of course, just to give you the quick rundown. Everything the light touches belongs to me. Look around you. Isn't this beautiful? This is all my property that I bought from my hard-earned cash that I got from being a musical genius. And of course, this is all work in progress. I only started building the kingdom a year ago, and of course, there's a lot that I've got here that I like, a lot that I don't like, a lot that I need to add to it. And of course, one thing that I need to do that has been in construction for a while now, actually, is a Geoff Ong statue. Now, this is going to be 7,000 feet tall, and I haven't quite figured out at the moment if it's going to be Asian Geoff Ong or Black Geoff Ong. another thing that I want to do, I want to take that set of paddocks over there, and I want to turn them into a Geoff Ong themed theme park. And of course, one of the things that I really want to do ever since I was a kid, you know, is I really wanted to make the fastest roller coaster on Earth, and I'm gonna call it, get this, the Kako-nado. Welcome, welcome. Come in. This is the Sheep Estate Mansion. Just the west wing, because if we were to go through the entire thing, it would take a little while. So please come through. This here is the Guitar Lounge. Now to tell you a bit about the Guitar Lounge, this is where I put the guitars of those who I've slain in battle. The battle being the top 40 charts. So come on through. This guitar over here used to belong to Taylor Swift. And of course, when I defeated her on the charts, she had to sell it out of shame. I ended up buying it for about $60,000, which I thought was a bit steep. This guitar here used to belong to a guy called John Marshall, or John Mayo. What was his name?
Mayer.
John Mayer. John Mayer. This guitar here actually used to belong to an old friend of mine. His name was I can't remember his name, but he actually works on one of the huts there in my sheep estate. He likes to dress up and run around at night. Anyway, this here has no guitar on it, this couch. Of course, that's because I'm saving it. And you know who for.
All right, Geoff, let's talk about something a little bit personal to you. Let's talk about Mario Demiraj, your longtime best friend, who you've recently had a bit of a falling out with. Tell us about that.
Man, you're hitting me with these uncomfortable topics, man. Man, Mario, the name brings back so many good memories, you know. But I mean, I became the king of pop, you know, and it was thanks to him in part. You know, we grew up together, man. Back in the day, we had each other's backs, man. Back when we were growing up in Boston.
Geoff Ong, man, I ain't got no time for Geoff Ong. Yo, man, he a fool. You want to hear about Geoff Ong? I'll tell you about Geoff Ong, man. We used to be tight, man. We used to be real tight. Like, we used to be like 18-year-old jam jar lid sort of tight, man. And now we don't even talk, man. Man, he just keeps to himself. He thinks he's too cool for us.
You know, it got to the point where, like, you know, I was the king. I was the king of pop, and like I wanted him to bring him up, and I was like, you know, like, I don't want him to be like the prince of pop or anything. That's probably taking a bit too far. But like, imagine I have a castle, and that castle is the castle of music, you know, and I'm the king of that castle. Maybe he has one of these like small castles, and he's the duke. So I wanted him to be like a duke of pop, you know. That's what I wanted from Mario.
Man, a couple years ago, like, I thought we were boys. Like, I thought we had that sort of, none of that hot, pink Hollywood sort of love. I thought we had that I got your back kind of love. And then me and my boy John Mayer, we started getting close, like, real close, if you know what I mean, like, real close. And then Geoff comes in and he's all like, oh yeah. And just like that, he take it away from me, man.
He got into drugs, you know, and he got into drugs, and he got into his hookers, man. He was big on his hookers. And I don't believe in that. It goes against the very principle of who I am, you know. I don't believe in allowing these external influences to come in there and to, you know, and to use that to you know, amplify your creative output. I think it's bullshit, man. That's serious bullshit.
Like, what is that? You don't do that to your boy? Nah, man, nah. I'm like, M-Dog don't deal with that shit, man. Nah, none of that. So I was like, yo, Geoff, straight up, man, what the hell's going on? And he was all just like, I don't know, whatever, man. I'm too cool for you now. I walk around with my little Strat and my 335 and studying at Berkeley, and now I own Berkeley and I teach classes, and I'm just like, yo, man, I ain't got no time for that shit.
And there was that time that I was banging Taylor Swift for 2 months while they were dating, but I think that aside, you know, I just couldn't condone his destructive lifestyle, and had to let him go.
Plus, he deleted me off his phone, and he doesn't answer my calls anymore. But I ain't got no time for him anyway, man. Man, I had enough of this Geoff Ong fool, man.
All right, Geoff Ong, we've talked to your fans from England to USA to New Zealand. Oh, sorry, from USA to from Japan. We've got incredible stories that we've heard, from the way you've changed their lives to the way you've saved them. All sorts of incredible stories, and we've actually collected some of them in video. Would you like to see them?
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's play the tape then.
I think I can say without a shadow of a doubt that I am Geoff Ong's biggest fan. I mean, I love Geoff Ong. I want to be him.
I have a little something here that you guys might be shocked to know about. One day, when I was listening to Geoff's song, and I was just lying on my bed and thinking about him, and one thing led to another, you know, girl has her urges, it happens. Anyway, once the song was finished, and once I finished, I realized that I felt a bit weird. And then as the months went by, I also noticed that my body started changing.
Hi, Geoff, darling. It's so good to talk to you. I'm sorry I can't be there in person today, but I'm on location shooting my next film in LA. It's top secret. I just wanted to say how proud I am of all of your achievements and success and praise. You deserve every single bit of it, you humble little cutie you.
Well, I was Geoff's teacher at primary school. He was such a sweet boy. There might have been something that wasn't quite right with him. He used to bring me sticks.
I used to be quite close, actually. He's long since stopped returning my letters, but I get it. You know, he's a busy man. I've actually collected some photos that were taken when we used to know each other. This one was taken at his 4th birthday, which I was at. All very exciting. This one here, I actually photoshopped this one myself. I bet you can't even tell. I've circled him so you can see which one is him. I think it symbolises that Geoff is larger than life. He's just amazing. This one was at a ball we went to together, and there's some other random woman in the photo, I don't know, but that's him, that's me. And this was the single best night of my life when Geoff agreed to sing karaoke with me, and it was just amazing.
I dated Geoff in high school for like 3 years. And then, you know, he got a little bit of a taste for success and had some girls chasing him, and suddenly he thought that it was appropriate to, you know, go out with 5 or 6 girls at a time. I didn't, funnily enough.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm being interviewed about Geoff Ong. So, as you all know, Geoff and I dated for quite a long time, and this is a message to Geoff. Geoff, if you're watching this, I'm sorry for tying you to the bed and threatening you with a knife that if you didn't marry me, I would stab you in the face 50 times.
And he used to write songs even back then. They didn't make a lot of sense, but, you know, you could tell even then that he really had potential.
Yeah, Jeffrey. Oh, yeah, so basically, I'm his producer, and together, we make fat stacks. Hell, that's what I have gold-plated frame crown glasses. I look stupid in these, but it shows how rich I am. In any case, just kidding around with these, but... So, Geoff, yeah, we go way back. Let's just say I really put the pressure on him. And he's really turned out to be a fantastic artist. But, you know, while his music is selling, I make sure we got the hard numbers in line. We set a very equal and fair contract. 95-5% split. That's pretty standard, you know? Where Geoff can keep his 5%, you know? By keeping him poor, he's still got that fire inside. It kind of drives his music forward.
Am I surprised that he's as famous as he is now? No. Famous people do tend to be the ones who are prepared to stomp all over everyone else to get where they want to be. So, you know, it's not that surprising. Am I surprised that girls are, you know, throwing themselves all over him? A little.
So, Geoff, if you're watching this, We have a son, and his name is Astro. And he is the most important thing to me, and your music is the most important thing to me, and I would love it if you would own up to this.
See, you know what else? I got him this on his last birthday. This is an actual carbon copy of Jeff's penis. Just to show him that I've got him by the balls on the contract, so he knows where our relationship stands. Didn't take it to be that colorful and pretty, but that actually is exactly how it looks.
Yeah, we used to do everything together. I would do anything for him. Actually anything. I mean, I used to pick up his laundry for him. I used to make him lunch. You know, I used to go pick him up when he needed to be picked up. I had the body that one time. Well, you know, that's what, well, this is awkward. What's about? Yeah, am I pissed that I haven't heard from him in you know, 10 years? No? Why would I care?
Geoff's had a lot of success in recent years with his hard trance electronic albums that he's been dropping, and they're absolutely incredible, don't get me wrong. But I actually really enjoyed some of his older stuff, stuff that he doesn't advertise as much anymore. I mean, hang on, I'll just find something. Have a listen to this. Just have a listen.
Well, I'd just like to say one last thing. You, Geoff Ong, have taught me so much about myself. Just to be a good soul, a patient, interested human being who cares about people and really listens when people speak. It is one of your many talents.
Geoff?
No, it's really good to see the fans really connecting with the message behind my music. Yeah. Thanks for that.
So, Geoff, one of the things that we heard about from your fans was something about a Zen Room, which is a room that you use to do all your creative endeavors. Tell us a bit about that.
Oh, you've heard about the Zen Room? Oh, well, it's well, I mean, the Zen Room, it almost makes me a little uncomfortable talking about the Zen Room because it's probably my most vulnerable space. So I've really been getting into my Eastern philosophy lately. Last year, I actually trekked up the Himalayas and visited some of the temples they have up there. And I even sat down with the monks and I meditated with them for a whole half hour, and I really learned about getting in connection with your purest inner self. Right, come on through. This here, man. This here is the Zen Room. I talked about this earlier, man. This is where all the magic happens. All right, come on through. Take a look.
Wow. Nice. Ah! What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
Incredible. Geoff Ong, thank you very much for having us.
Okay, man, check this out, man. Check this out right now. Oh, yeah. This right here, man, this is where it all started, right? This Streetlights EP, the Pictures EP. This is where it all began, man. Check it out. Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-ba-da-ba-da. Streetlights in the car park where we met.
Cold night, but I had December when our eyes met. Oh, and suddenly, now my head's up in the clouds and the ground can't even touch my feet.
And Jeff, man, if you're watching, you know what I'm gonna say to you? Yeah? You know what I'm gonna say to your face? Call me, man. It's been like so long. I miss you. I miss stroking your soft hair and your warm, soft butt cheeks.